Yes, you absolutely did read that right. This is our last official year of homeschooling for my 17-year-old. And so I thought I would take you through what a 12th grade year for us is going to look like. You already know that here in our homeschool, we don't fit inside a neat little box. We're not unschoolers, but we're certainly not rigorously academic homeschoolers either. So what is grade 12 here going to look like for us? If you are quite an academic homeschooler, this might be a little bit for you with the 12th grade year. Some of you may very well be mortified, and that's okay. It doesn't need to work for everyone. It works for us, and this is what we have chosen for our kids in their final year of school. And it's just what works best for us. You know, traditionally, grade 12 or grade 11 and 12, and for some kids even grade 10, 11 and 12, are seen as high pressure, high stake years. They're years where their entire focus is school and grades for many children. I've watched it. We have friends in traditional high school settings. They're often needing to take mental health days from school because the pressure is just all too much. And the focus for them is on grades, 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 and more grades. And personally, I just don't believe that's any way to round off one's childhood. And the thousands, if not millions, of people around the world that have chosen a different path to obtain their education, that are now living successful, fruitful lives as adults in our community, are testament to that. You don't need to be doing that. You don't need that pressure. You can do it differently. And it's truly okay to walk the path less trodden. It will not damage your children's future. So again, if you've been here for any length of time, you will know that we're a better late than early family. We are not ones to be rushing off and pushing our kids into further learning or higher learning at younger ages, unless of course they're seeking it out and wanting it for themselves. And so what does grade 12 look like for us? So the main focus here for their final year of schooling is a year of exploration. It's a year of consolidation. It's a year of expressing themselves and finding out for them what really works best for them as a teenager about to enter into their adult lives. We also use this year as a year to choose something that is an official, nationally recognised certificate-based course. Whatever that is 100% completely up to the teen, but we do like them to complete a Cert 3, a Cert 4 or a diploma, or if they're looking that way, to maybe look at something on Open University. And so we are in the process of getting that happening here right now. This then gives them a taste of what learning is actually like outside of the safe confines of home. They get to understand what it's like to interact with outside teachers, tutors, lecturers, those types of things, creating assignments and assessments and doing exams that's not just going to be mum that marks. So there's a lot of reasons for undertaking a Cert 3 in Year 12 rather than just the fact that for them to get a Cert 3 or a Cert 4, something that's recognised. And then, as I said, it's a year to consolidate their learning. And so for this year and this particular child, it's a year to make sure that we send them off with the basic skills that they're going to need to be able to succeed in life. So we're still using a math tutor as often as we can. That hasn't gone so well this year, but we're still using that math tutor to make sure that she's got all those really basic math skills, and then honing in on research, report writing skills, just in case those are something that they're going to need down the track. It's also a year to really start exploring what their future may look like. Not saying that any of it is going to be set in stone, but just to simply start exploring. What are the things I'm interested in? What can I see myself doing next year, 2 years or 3 years down the road? What do I think I want to do? And how may my future unfold around those thoughts? This is the year where we provide them the space and allow them to do that. Of course, there are regular things that will continue to happen that have happened in all of our years prior to this, and that is socialising with other homeschoolers, co-op groups, still working through our speech and drama exams. We've only got a couple left. We have also been exploring entrepreneurship quite heavily and researching different business models and trying to ascertain whether starting her own business is something that may interest her, working through, you know, anxieties and fears and all of those things that come with starting something for yourself and putting yourself out in the world. So that's a big one to take on. Some kids just jump in and grab it with both hands, and others need to work out, is this something I really want? Because we seem to be living in a world at the moment where it's entrepreneurship, 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 and not everyone needs to be doing that. Not everyone has the desire or even the capacity to truly manage that and work for themselves. And so just working that out. And this year we'll give her the space to be able to do that. Some fun and outdoor and a little bit of exercise. We're continuing with horse riding throughout the year, and she's really loving being back on a horse. And then here at home, she will still be involved in our structured learning unit. So history, geography, science, all of those things are still happening. And this is going to be another one of those really, truly bittersweet years. The years that I close the book on yet another chapter of my parenting and my home education. The year that will see me left with just one child here at home. And so for us, that is what the last year of school is going to look like. So I hope you found some use out of that. I hope I was able to share that grade 12 doesn't have to look like textbook piled on textbook piled on textbook piled on textbook. It can be done differently, and that's okay. We just need to look at the child and what that particular child needs, wants, and deserves out of their final year of homeschooling. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.